Welcome to Skeptical Scott and Friends, where we question irrational claims of the past and present and try to make a better, well-informed future. Please join us as we drop the supernatural, embrace the rational, and believe in as many true things as possible. This special episode features live recordings at a Pride event in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was hanging out at the Michigan Atheist Table with its president, Anthony Grimblatt. Anthony offers a free service at Pride. Now picture this. A guy holding a hairdryer, inviting people the opportunity to be debaptized, complete with an official certificate. In the 2-day event, over 600 people took the opportunity. Now, why would they do something like that? Well, let's find out by asking them.
In front of you, but clearly you didn't get that. All right, ready?
Oh, I'm absolutely ready.
I'm ready.
We got Justin here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Justin, why are you here right now?
I went to Pride. I'm an ally, and I want to get debaptized.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And Anthony, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Anthony Greenblatt. I'm the president of Michigan Atheists, and I'm out here at Grand Rapids Pride doing the good work and debaptizing people because it gives them a great sense of relief, and it's a formal protest against Christian nationalism, and you know who.
Yes.
That's awesome. And a lot of us didn't choose to be baptized. Like me, I don't remember. I was a baby.
I did actually choose to get baptized.
Yeah? Well, now you get to
So
choose
now I'm choosing not to.
debaptized.
Yes.
All right, well, take it away, Anthony.
All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
Good, because we always ask for consent around here.
Wow.
In the name of reason, equality, diversity, and the First Amendment right of these United States, I debaptize thee. You are now more healthier, wealthier, wiser, stronger, and generally better than you were 5 seconds ago. Yay!
Oh my God.
All right, come get your certificate. Makes it official.
I get a certificate?
Yeah,
Oh
official
my
certificate.
Next! Complimentary
name up top, signs
debaptism.
down below.
Step right up, right on.
Our volunteer
Get your
organization do
debaptism
appreciate
here.
Cash App or Venmo, and also at
Guaranteed keeps you on the hill with your money bag. In the name of reason, equality, diversity, and the First Amendment of these United States, I debaptize thee. You are now more healthier, wealthier, wiser, stronger, and generally better than you were 5 seconds ago. Yay! Now get your certificate, make it official. Next.
All right, here I am with
Anel.
Anel. What made you stop by this table today?
So we were walking by and I heard it happening, and the Bible and like my dad's belief in the Bible is the reason why we have a bad relationship, and he doesn't accept me for me, and that's why I hate Christianity as well. So I was like, I need to cleanse myself, and I saw an opportunity.
So what's one thing you noticed here at the event that you're really excited about?
Everyone just looks happy, like, you know, to be themselves, to be able to express themselves in the way that they want to, and, you know, the weather is also really great. Like, this temperature is perfect, so...
Last year it was like 100.
Yeah, no, this is great. Like, no one looks hot and bothered, so...
It's just nice to exhale together, isn't it?
Yeah, it
thank
is.
you so much.
Yeah, of course.
All right, here I am with...
Bria DeVries.
All right, so tell me why you're here.
I'm here to support the fellow gays and days. I'm
what?
happy to be here.
Me too. What's one thing you're noticing about just being here? What do you see?
The community is fantastic. Everybody is so kind and accepting for the majority.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There are a
everything.
couple corners.
A little
probably,
bit, a couple corners, but
Everywhere I look here, though, the sun shines out.
oh yeah.
People are bringing their sunshine, too.
Oh, so much, so much. But every booth is different, so
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the experience for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, and congratulations on your debaptism. And your first name?
Gabby.
Gabby. What made you stop to do this?
Just felt the need to.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll give someone else the nerve to.
Oh, you know what? That's great, because what we've noticed is when people see what's going on here, they're like, what's going on? Well, I want to do that too. So thanks for giving permission to people.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, we have Dylan here today. Dylan, You're working the table, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. Happy to be here with the Michigan Atheists.
So tell us, you're from Kalamazoo area?
Yep, correct. Born and raised in Southwest Michigan.
Excellent. And what brings you here today?
I think why I'm here today is, I'm not a member of the LGBT community, but I think growing up as a non-religious person in a small town, I understand the feeling of, not being accepted or, being an outcast, and I don't think that's good for anyone. So just being here to be an ally and, show people that, it's just unity across, different spectrums, and, everyone's welcome and everyone's, happy to be here.
Well, thanks for reminding us we don't have to be a part of to stand with, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
So would you mind telling us why you did this?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Basically, I know a lot of people who have religious trauma with Christianity, and I'd like to be as far away from it as possible.
Yes.
Basically.
You have a big smile on your face right now.
It's pride. Everyone's gay. It's awesome.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys look great. So
Thank you.
This is Katya. Katya, we're here at Grand Rapids Pride.
Yeah.
So what have you noticed today?
A lot of wonderful people out here, and a lot of just amazingness, people accepting, and
Isn't it cool?
we're all here together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed you stopped by this table. What's making you stop by?
I am personally agnostic.
Yeah.
So even atheists, I'm like, yeah, if you want to be atheist, do your thing,
Hell yeah.
So anybody who wants to believe anything, that's their right.
Agreed.
And even
Yeah.
though I have been baptized at some point,
I was too.
I would love to be debaptized, and so now I'm here. So.
And did
it's
you
really
just
cool.
do it?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
Did you get
you.
your certificate?
No,
Well, we got to get your certificate. All right, your name?
Dylan.
Dylan, hi. So here we are at the Michigan Atheist table, Pride Grand Rapids. What made you stop by this table?
Honestly, just trying to learn.
Just trying to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you mind sharing just, what's your background when it comes to religion?
Yeah. My grandmother was through Resurrection Life Church for the longest time, and my dad was through church, I can't remember exactly where, but it's off Michigan Drive somewhere.
Yep.
And so I've always been technically Roman Catholic, but I've always been one of those people where everyone has their own beliefs. We're here for a reason. Don't squander other people's beliefs.
Yeah, you shared with me right before you came up here that while you consider yourself religious, I love the idea that you said, hey, let people believe what they want or not believe what they want.
Exactly. That's the whole point of this country is literally we're allowed to believe what we want.
Yes.
And it's as long as you're not harming people or doing anything harmful, you got my vote, honestly.
Well, my family grew up on the Northwest. Not when I say they grew up, I mean in the 1900s, early.
Yeah.
They're from Italy, which makes me baptized Roman Catholic as well. So, great to meet you. Thank you.
Great to meet you too.
All right. Well, we're here with Andy Onimus. All right. And Andy, share what you just shared with me, what you're comfortable sharing.
I went to St. Mark's Episcopal Church for years and years and years with my parents. And I was a, acolyte, altar boy. And by the time I was a senior in high school, the bishop came one day and took all of his kids together and said, you kids have to give up something for Lent. And I mean, I'm not talking about chocolate or talking on the phone. It has to be meaningful and serious. So I gave up organized religion at that very moment.
Wow.
And that was when I was 17, I don't know. But long time.
Did you have hints that you were going to drop it, or did you just say I'm out?
No, it just hit me all of a sudden. I had studied and the problem was I was smart enough to really study reading and really looking into the history of Christianity and other religions. No, I said this is not for me. I am not. I don't want to be part of any religion. It's evil and
yeah. And you see what people do.
Oh, in the name of
when they have God on their side, so to speak.
Yeah, look at our current president.
Thank you very much. What made you stop by and do this?
Well, I'm an atheist, but when I was walking by, I wasn't paying attention completely, and I thought he was asking to baptize you with a blow dryer, and then she clarified for me, and so I was baptized by a pedophile priest, and that has caused me concern my whole life. So yeah, if somebody can debaptize me, because it's a problem.
So Hannah, what made you stop by this table?
Well, the hair dryer, I guess, is what stopped me.
Anthony, when you see that hair dryer, like, what's going on, right?
Exactly.
I love how quickly you were like, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, what's one thing you notice here at Pride?
It seems like a lot of strangers talking to each other and making connections. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Here we are at Grand Rapids Pride. I have Kira here in front of me. Hey, Kira, what you just, like, your hands were shaking, right? So what made you stop by this table?
I was really feeling the anti-baptism, No, I'm here with a bunch of friends and we're all doing it, so just the fight against the Christian nationalists really sold it for me. It's just, they just don't care about us, so anything I can do to, even just a little thing like this, even if it doesn't seem like it matters.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Happy friends. I mean, you got a whole group here, right?
Yeah.
So what's one thing you really have enjoyed about today?
Just the sense of community you get when you show up here. You don't know, like, hardly any of the people you're around, but you all, like, everyone's trading compliments. You see someone, they compliment your outfit, and you've never met them before. It's just a big community.
Nice to do, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kara.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Chris and Dustin, you just got debaptized together.
Yes.
That's magical.
Yes.
Hey, what made you do that?
Well, we are big fans of Logic.
Yes.
We're huge Logic people.
Thankfully, I was never baptized to begin with. I didn't have that indoctrination, but to be extra debaptized, it's just like an extra layer of, yeah.
I do feel even more free.
Yeah.
Well, and so did you grow up around this area?
Yes.
Yes.
So you know how rare it is.
Yes.
To say, oh gosh, I've never been.
Yeah.
So hey.
Yeah.
Cheers to you guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah.
My name is Nona.
Nona, you know what was really cool? Anthony and I were kind of having a conversation in this tent. You approached the tent. You were like, I hear there's debaptisms going on here.
So my sister actually told me about it, and we obviously grew up in the church together, and I'm like, oh my God, where'd you get that? And she's like, I'll show you. So that's what brought me here.
So you're like, I gotta go.
Yes,
okay. Great. Hey, what's one thing you're loving about what you see here today at Pride?
I love the community and the acceptance. Like, everybody is so completely themselves, and I feel like, especially growing up in a very religious environment, that's not really something you saw. There wasn't as much freedom of expression, if that makes sense.
It does, and I think about what churches say, we welcome all. I think we welcome all here.
Absolutely, I agree.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have Gracie here in Grand Rapids Pride. Hey, you had a bunch of excitement approaching this table. What made you stop by here?
I grew up in a very religious household, so just it was just very scary to me. And then a couple of years ago, I decided to kind of start deconstructing, and just ever since then, I always tell people when they ask me about it, the only thing that I lost when I stopped being a Christian was the guilt and shame that was attached to my soul. And now I'm happy, and I do what I want to do, and I spend time with my friends, and I just don't worry about a lot of the things that I used to worry about. And so I just thought it was sweet that you guys are here.
There's enough fear out there.
I agree.
We don't need to add extra layers.
No.
Thank you so much, Gracie.
Thank you.
All right, we are at Grand Rapids Pride, and here in front of me is
Petra
and
Christina,
and they were walking by the Michigan Atheist table, and they were like, wait, debaptisms, why not? Hey, what made you say I got to do this?
It just seemed fun and a little maybe rebellious.
And we're having fun today.
Yeah.
We are definitely having fun. And you told me a little bit about your background because you noticed, Petra, a book on the table. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there was a Book of Mormon on the table, and I was raised Mormon from young kid, and came out of it a couple of years ago, and it's been it's been kind of freeing and liberating to kind of get out of it.
Anytime I hear somebody say the word deconstruction, I know they're on that journey, right? Yeah. So you said it's been freeing and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, it's pretty quick and that they feel so much better. Has it been difficult in any way?
For me, it wasn't. I had kind of worked through it a little bit, ironically through family therapy and couples counseling, which is really weird. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Mormonism is a high control religion. There's a lot of patriarchal roles and things like that, and fell into some more nuanced circles that were like, patriarchy is kind of bullshit. And so that kind of started getting me on it. And then I was like, started studying biblical scholarship, and it pulled me out of it. And that was, as soon as I figured out the biblical God was kind of an invention,
right?
It all kind of collapsed, which is funny because it backdoored the way I thought it was going to happen.
Isn't it funny that reading the book makes you walk away from it sometimes?
Oh my God, yeah. And the funny thing is, I spent so much time studying and looking up apologetics and things like that, and then I finally found scholarship, non-religious scholarship, just secular, that's the word.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, if objective science can't prove any of this crap, then why am I following?
Well, congratulations to both of you for being able to walk away from that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I mean, I had to deconstruct because when she came out of, as trans, I had to figure out what was I going to do. So it was a whole, okay, well, what does the church think of trans people? And then just kind of going down that whole thing. And
would you say you've kind of been on that journey together?
I think so, yeah. And then finding out polygamy was kind of always a thing within the church, but eternal polygamy, air quotes.
Right.
And
that you're married to a bunch of people forever?
Yeah.
Without consent.
Without consent. And so
and you were just debaptized with consent.
Yes.
So how about that?
Yeah, no, that actually kind of feels nice. Well, because finding out about the whole thing, in the eternities or whatever, that I could end up being one of many wives without my permission, and then finding a whole thing about you could be destroyed if you say no.
Wow.
And it's okay, great. And finding out that Joseph Smith kind of was a
serial philanderer?
Yes, serial philanderer. Yeah, I would say a pedophile, but he did also marry more older women and other men's wives too. So. Yeah, Brigham Young too. So basically finding that out, he did it behind Emma's back, and he's overall a con man. I was like, oh no, I can't support that. So
what's funny is what kind of started that chink for you way back when you were when we were teenagers was you read ahead in the lesson.
Yes, I read ahead in a lesson in the book in the book, and found that whole, if Emma doesn't forgive Joseph Smith for his getting married to many women and girls, and if she doesn't let him keep doing that, then she'll be destroyed. And I'm just excuse me, what? Yeah,
The lesson left that part out, surprisingly.
Yeah, and finding that out in high school and having that just kind of hang over my head for years. So it's... Yeah, deconstruction's helped a lot.
Man, I can hear the freedom right now that you're feeling.
Yeah.
I'm happy for y'all. Happy Pride to you.
Yeah, happy Pride.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Let's pause for a second. Does this all seem silly to you? A debaptism done in seconds? Well, let's look again at baptism itself. Where did this rite of passage come from? Historically, Christian baptism began from Jewish traditions. Jews used immersion in a mikveh, a ritual bath, for purification. This practice was often repeated throughout a person's life as a symbolic cleansing of some kind. The ritual evolved over time. John the Baptist introduced a distinct baptism of repentance, typically a one-time act for people to repent and prepare for God's return. Paul the Apostle later described it as participating in Jesus' death and resurrection, dying to an old way of life, being raised to a new life in Christ, receiving forgiveness through the Holy Spirit, and joining the Christian community. By the 2nd and 3rd centuries, baptism became more formalized, adding ceremonies like confession, the renunciation of Satan, being immersed 3 times, being anointed with oil, the laying of hands onto the person being baptized, and more. Up to this point, baptism was mostly for older people who could make a clear choice. But the shift from an adult conversion experience to a forced rite of passage shortly after birth became more popular in the 3rd century, and by the 5th century, it became the dominant practice. From then to now, the importance and specific steps for baptism continued to evolve, with some disagreements among believers on what counts. But suffice it to say that whether it symbolized faith, conveyed God's grace, or both, the practice of baptism developed over centuries and remains one of the major points of difference among the thousands of Christian denominations. In fact, many churches, such as the International Churches of Christ, some Pentecostal and Catholic churches, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons, believe that baptism is not just symbolic, it's required for salvation. I guess for them it's not as straightforward as believe and be saved. You must be sprinkled by someone in authority to pass through the gate. So is debaptism silly? Well, what's more silly? Choosing to drop a supernatural practice, or dressing up a baby, sprinkling water on their head, and forcing that identity on them long before they can make a choice?
All right, here we are in Grand Rapids Pride with
Eliana.
Eliana. You walked right over here and you were like, OMG, I got to do this. I got to do this. And you got really excited about it. Why?
Because in the past, Christianity has held me down so much in my life. Tried to make it work in the past, trying to be Christian, trying to be gay. And it was just nothing. That was just a no. And I just felt so restricted and felt so hidden when I was younger. And it caused a lot of mental health problems when I was younger. Well, during your teen years, you're already so prone to issues. And so, just kind of having this debaptism just kind of brought me to life.
Yourself, right?
Free me more.
You bring up a great point. Being a teenager was hard enough.
Yes.
And then you add all these supernatural layers on top of that, angels and demons and all that kind of stuff. It's like, can I just be a teenager? Can I figure that out first?
Yes, exactly. My parents were missionaries. We lived overseas, and that caused a lot of trauma for me, being kind of even more so stuck, it's just a way to claim back my freedom.
We're celebrating your freedom. Whoop, whoop. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Avery, you saw this table, Michigan Atheist table. You saw some guy with a blow dryer.
I did.
What made you stop?
Honestly, it felt like a good vibe. I didn't even read the sign, I'm not going to lie, but as soon as he said, "You want me to debaptize you?" I said, "Where has this been all my life? Why is this the first time I'm being asked this?
How have we not heard this?
How have I not heard that? Absolutely. Get to it, yes.
So how did you grow up?
I grew up Christian. The first thing I thought was, my dad would hate this. Okay. But I love it. I'm all about it. I think it's great to explore.
Celebrating your freedom today.
100%.
Last question for you. What have you really enjoyed seeing today?
Today, all the community. It's nice you can talk to anyone. I really don't feel like there's any closed doors, no cliquey or group vibes. I've just been talking to everyone all day. I just got here too, so it's been great.
Well, have fun for the rest of your evening.
Thanks, you too.
Till 10 o'clock, I think, tonight.
Stay open, you guys. People need debaptizing.
Thanks.
Of course. Thank you.
Bye-bye. I am here with Avi at Grand Rapids Pride. She was so excited to run over to our table. Hey, tell us why.
I've been baptized 3 times, not by my choice. So I got debaptized today.
Wait, 3 times, like 3 different churches? How did that?
Same church, just every Easter, my family was like, "Oh, let's go do it. Let's go get baptized
again.
again. Yep,
Do it again.
save you again."
And this time you got to choose.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're here at Grand Rapids Pride with
Kayla Slane.
And you were so excited to be debaptized. Why?
Because I think religion is a scam.
When do you think you started figuring that out?
Since the day I was born.
I'm so happy. It took me 35 years to finally drop it. I'm so happy for you that you figured it out fast.
I'm happy for you too.
Well, cheers to your debaptism.
You too. Have a great night.
In front of me is
B.
Hello, B. B, you look great. Look at that. We got the rainbow bandana, wrist. What do you call them? Wrist cuffs. Gay fucking pride. There we go. And when you saw this table, you were like, I got to do this.
I do.
Why?
So, growing up, I didn't get a choice when I was baptized. So getting to learn more and getting to just feel more like myself and getting that choice is something that is so important to me. And I couldn't be happier.
I'm very happy for you, too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, come on over here. And your name is?
I'm Bryson.
This is Bryson, y'all. Bryson, what made you do this?
I grew up going to a private Christian school, and honestly, without even taking too much time just to yap, it was really terrible. It was like the worst. Can I cuss?
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah, it was just so fucking terrible. I would not recommend it, 0 out of 10. And it was the first time, I had to learn at a really young age that I could not trust the adult figures that were in this school because of the religious doctrination that it was and everything that was just placed on me. But then I was labeled as the problem child because I'm just trying to understand what's going on. And then it's when you ask,
you can't ask a question.
Right. You can't ask questions and they're not welcoming. But the fact that it shows strength because I worked so hard to become the person that I am today, despite what I had to grow up going through. And luckily I do have a very supportive home life and my family loves me, but it was just that school system, that religious trauma, I still have to heal from that. Yeah.
Well, knowing you for 2 minutes, I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Thank you so much. And in front of me is
Gray.
And
I'm Grace.
This is your first Pride.
Yes.
What are you excited about? What are you seeing right now that you're this has been so cool?
It's just been so lovely seeing everyone be so inclusive, not an ounce of hate here. Everyone's giving compliments and just bringing positive energy.
Yeah, we need it.
Yeah, we really do. We don't get enough of that.
Anything to add?
Yeah, everyone's just being so themselves. It's just what I love about this community. And it's not just queer things. It's Abdul for Senate, and I saw a climate change thing. You got everything here. It's great.
When you got the most recent flag, you were worried about being obnoxious. I'm like, it's Pride. There, you can't be obnoxious. Wear as many flags as you want.
Well, and no doubt when you're on social media and you see all the misinformation, disinformation, it's easy to think that all of these categories that you just brought up in terms of Abdul for Senate, etc., that am I the only one that thinks this? And then you're here, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well, you heard debaptism, and you were like, I am down.
And then I saw the hairdryer. It's
and you saw the hairdryer. So
Yeah.
what made you think, I want to do this?
Well, I've just kind of had a complicated history with religion, especially living in the South for almost 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
I was born Catholic, and when we moved to North Carolina, my parents actually stopped going to church. But I actually continued on and off for a while because I had friends who were religious, and I was really lacking a sense of community in my life. And that's why I did turn to religion, but I also understood at the same time that I don't believe in it. It's not what applies to me personally. And while it might be good for some people, it just wasn't for me. And what I really need is a sense of community, which is what I love about Pride.
Well stated. And that's why we're here at Michigan Atheist too, because a lot of us feel the same way. We lose that sense of community by saying that.
The first church I'd went to on my own, they were saying things like the Big Bang and evolution aren't real, but the final straw was when they said that homosexuality was a sin. I believed I was a straight woman at the time, but I could not stand for that whatsoever because I have so many friends in the queer community, and the fact that they don't believe that their way of living is even remotely correct, which there is no wrong way to live.
Right.
That is just not okay with me. That did not sit well whatsoever.
Thank you for your honesty on that. Anything to add?
Yeah, like, I was never super religious growing up. Like, my family never went to church, but they are religious. Then me and my sibling were both like, we don't believe in this. It was pretty chill in that sense, but, like, then I see, like, going to college especially, seeing people who it's like this is their thing. It's like it's their main sense of community, and it's like, no, there's like other places to find like community and third spaces. We need more third spaces, by the way. And I don't know, it's just good to know that there's other ways to find your people out there.
Yeah.
Well, you found your people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad you're doing this together.
Me
so
too.
I think it's time for you to be official now. So here we go to Anthony. He's got you covered. I'm happy that you each get a certificate. So.
All right.
It's real important to question what you know. So before you leave the podcast, it's the skeptic of the show.
Today's skeptic is the nonprofit organization Michigan Atheists. Since 1975, Michigan Atheists has stood as a steadfast advocate for the separation of church and state, grounded in the principles of the First Amendment. We champion the inclusivity of all lifestyles and work diligently to foster a secular society where reason and evidence guide public policy. Importantly, our commitment to these ideals is unwavering, and we firmly believe in upholding the rights and freedoms of individuals of all beliefs, including those who are religious. For more information and to become an official member of Michigan Atheists, please visit the website michiganatheists.com. And with our nation's 250th birthday, perhaps it's a good reminder that the Founding Fathers did not want to establish the United States as an officially Christian nation. Yeah, I think they learned from history by looking at the Spanish Inquisition and the witch burnings all across Europe and said, fuck that. What we really need to look at, as far as evidence, comes from the Constitution of the United States itself. The Constitution does not mention Christianity, does not mention Jesus Christ, prohibits religious tests of any kind for federal office, and that the Constitution was later supplemented by the First Amendment, which states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. This was a significant departure from many European governments, which did have official state churches. Longtime listeners of the show, you know that I was baptized Catholic, and I didn't even know that until I was like 12 years old. But I have not been debaptized, and so I think I'm ready. I'm ready to take this step. Is it? I am ready. I am ready.
Oh, this is an honor, really. I think you're my first celebrity debaptism.
I don't know about being a celebrity, but I'll take it.
Scott, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. In the name of reason, equality, diversity, and the First Amendment right of these United States, I debaptize thee. You are now more healthier, wealthier, wiser, stronger, and generally better than you were 5 seconds ago. Yay!
Oh, yeah! Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel lighter. I feel cleaner.
Yeah, that's all that guilt that evaporates.
It evaporated. Oh, yeah, and for people who can't see, which is everybody, we have a hairdryer here that says Debaptisms, Reason and Logic, MichiganAtheist.com. And a lot on the table here. I'm just going to go ahead and explain what we see here. We've got the Pasta Bible. What the heck is that there for?
So basically, yeah, we have a number
Flying
of books.
spaghetti monster?
Yeah, Pastafarianism, but this is also the marketing of religion because the Pasta Bible, this is the official way to make pasta. So they're using the term Bible to associate with their book. Just like there's like the Church of this and the Church of that sort of deal. But some of the other books that we have are the Code of Hammurabi, which is the prequel to a lot of things. We have the Torah, and this is actually the Torah that I received when I came to America from the Soviet Union, and it's written half Hebrew, half Russian, so that because they thought in the Soviet Union we were not allowed to have these things. And then that's the original. And then we have the Bible, which is the popular sequel. We have the Quran, which is the controversial trilogy, and we even have the Book of Mormon, which is the Netflix spinoff.
Fantastic. This is great. Thanks for coming all the way to Grand Rapids to do this.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Yeah, but of all the books, I'll be honest with you, this is actually one of my personal favorite ones. It's called Parallel Myths, and it actually compares the different mythologies from different cultures. It starts off with the creationism from the Norse, the Greeks, the Egyptians, Japan, the Native Americans. Then it talks about all the cultures that had myths, the flood stories. It talks about love and morality, and there's all these similarities between all these cultures because they didn't know how to explain stuff thousands and thousands of years ago. So some things just naturally made sense, and they just kind of filled in the other stuff. Like, for example, thou shalt not murder. Everybody has don't murder, don't steal, and be respectful. So that's not universal.
Reminds me of the Code of Hammurabi, actually. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to definitely look at that book, Parallel Myths by J.F. Berlein, Bierlein. That sounds great. Thank you. All right, well, I'm walking to my car, but I'm telling you what, having attended this for several years now, it's amazing how much this has grown into a big old party. I remember when it was one street with a fence on top of that. This is awesome.
She is your newly crowned, current reigning Miss Rumors Amateur.
That was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of people, and I think we have a lot of new listeners to the podcast, so welcome. Welcome to Skeptical Scott and Friends. Our certificate, now that I have one, I'm going to read my official certificate. Debaptismal certificate. I, Skeptical Scott, having been subjected to a Christian baptism before reaching an age of consent, or having submitted to baptism before embracing free thought and reason, hereby officially renounce that primitive rite and the church superstitions of my former religion, particularly the pernicious doctrines that imposed it. I categorically reject the creeds, dogmas, and of, quote, original sin and damnation. I further denounce as an affront and defamation to humanity the false and demeaning belief that any baby is born with, quote, original sin, must be cleansed of it by baptism. From this day forward, I wish to be excluded from any claims of religious affiliation or membership based on baptismal records. Signed, Skeptical Scott, on this day, June 20th, in the year of no Lord, 2026, affirmed by Anthony Grimblot on behalf of the Michigan Atheists. Freedom depends upon free thinkers. Thanks for listening to Skeptical Scott and Friends. Find our link tree and more at skepticalscott.com. Have a question? Or are you interested in sharing a part of your testimony? Email me at heyskepticalscott@gmail.com. Drop the supernatural, embrace the rational, believe in as many true things as possible. See you at least every first and third Friday. May skeptical thoughts be with you. Cheers.
Love grows stronger every time it's free. Raise every flag, raise every voice. Love isn't fear. choice under every star, across every line. You truly